presented from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. This is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Phillip Rivers has plenty of that. But it's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Phillip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down
from the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, it's Hines. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Rivers to throw it, and that is incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
8-yard pickup.
That one goes for 8 yards. This is Hines. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Rolling to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd and long for Rivers. Oh, Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flip in field position and a flip in fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
At the goal line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines taking it in. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Mahomes pass.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Mahomes on target to Watkins for a KC 1st down.
35-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mahomes firing complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7, Chiefs 3.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Rivers now. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Now a timeout taken.
To number 13.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Rivers again, going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it.
But due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes to throw once more. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Mahomes could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Rivers on the money, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The Colts, first down.
Rivers on first down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
To the air again here, Rivers. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
To throw again, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First and 10 at the 46-yard.
They run the option here on first and 10. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 26, Damian Williams.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's good.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes going to keep this himself. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something."
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something? Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14, but it's now.
One last shot now for Rivers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So this Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.
Don't mind my bad play calling and skills.
today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, this is Madden NFL 21.
This is Tony Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27. Yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw here, Dalton. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
50-yard line.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. And this one quickly to Lamb. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round. And then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And that's complete to Lewis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1, not the case.
First down, Packers.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Gain of 17 yards. And a Packer first down.
UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Dontari Poe on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Hold on the play.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate and try and cover up the football, and they still find ways to knock it free.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Passing, it's Dalton. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
18 more yards.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, Elliott able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now to the air, Dalton being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Dalton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
16 yards.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Caught on the right side by Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught left side by Funchess. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rodgers again now. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
Mason Crosby.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Pollard. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. So we've come to halftime here. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Cowboys nothing.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Jake Kumaro. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Cowboys.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1-yard line.
Dalton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. Comes up with a big stop. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again, Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
For Green Bay.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
7-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devin Funchess. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Play is under review.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me...
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Makes the
extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
5-yard line. The Cowboys take over first.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A big play there. Play action now. Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Packers.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout. So it can't.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Over first and 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
The 28-yard line.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Cardinals first down.
Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. He can run for it, and he will. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Here are the Steelers making their way out with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. He's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
On the return, Andy Isabella. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Steelers 7, Cardinals nothing.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Murray to give. This is Drake. And some room to roam now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the Steelers.
Shotgun now from Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle.
Murray's
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Complete to Chase Edmonds.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jordan Phillips. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Kirk now, the return man. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll run with Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 23-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They run with Edmonds, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. From the 22, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Nice move at the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Drake. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And it's third down.
Murray going to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Murray's pass.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now Drake. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the steal.
From the gun. Murray. Open man is Cantrell.
Murray's pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's to his running back. Complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's Larry Fitzgerald from Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
And his kick is right through. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up
possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Ebron's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Roethlisberger. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Roethlisberger to throw. And it's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
12 yards there as they keep this drive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Big Ben and the Steelers now down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 30 seconds remaining. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Buda Baker there on the coverage.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters